Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to talk about something that stands as a pillar in personal growth and success discipline. There's a popular myth in the world that talent is the key to success. We are led to believe that the most gifted people are the ones who make it to the top. But let me tell you something, discipline beats talent every single time. You see, talent is a gift. It's something you're born with, and that's great. But discipline, my friends, is something you build. Talent can give you a head start, but discipline keeps you in the race and guarantees you finish strong. Talent might give you an advantage, but without discipline, it's like a car with no fuel. It can look beautiful, but it won't take you far. Talent may open doors, but discipline will help you walk through them. Talent may get you noticed, but discipline will get you results. It's the one thing that doesn't require any special circumstances, no inherent ability or genetic advantage. It's in your control. Every day you choose whether to show up, to put in the work, to stay focused on the long-term goals. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you lack discipline, you won't achieve your potential. Talent without discipline is like a tree that never bears fruit. But if you combine discipline with talent, that's where true power lies. Talent can make you good. Discipline will make you great. It's not just about doing the work once in a while. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work that others aren't willing to do. So ask yourself today, are you relying on your talent? Or are you developing the discipline that will take you further than talent ever could? Remember this, the most successful people are not necessarily the most talented. They're the ones who decided to be disciplined. They didn't wait for motivation to strike. They created the habit of discipline. And that's what propelled them to success. Talent alone won't make you successful. The real power comes from the discipline you apply to your skills, work, and personal growth. You can be talented, but without consistency, that talent will go to waste. Discipline means showing up every day, whether you feel like it or not. Talent may give you an advantage, but it's discipline that will help you overcome obstacles and continue moving forward when times get tough. Talent may open doors for you, but discipline is what allows you to walk through them and take full advantage of the opportunities. While talent may be inherent, the effort you put into mastering a skill through discipline will always outweigh the luck of being born with talent. It's not something you're born with. It's a habit you must cultivate over time. And that's where real growth happens. Talent might provide a shortcut, but discipline ensures you stay on the path day after day, making progress towards your goals. Discipline means doing the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the good from the great. Talent can sit idle, but discipline forces you to take action. It's that action that turns dreams into reality. You can take all the talent in the world, but if you lack the discipline to apply it, you will be surpassed by someone who has both talent and discipline. Success is a choice, not a chance. You see, success isn't something that just happens to a select few by accident or by some stroke of luck. It's not something you wait for, hoping that one day you'll wake up and it will be there. No, success is something that you actively choose. It's something that comes from the decisions you make, day in and day out. You don't stumble into it. You don't wish for it. You create it. When you think about it, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who achieve success and those who don't comes down to the choices they make with that time. Some choose to focus on growth, on taking action, on improving themselves every day. Others, well, they let time slip away, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the stars to align, hoping success will find them. But here's the truth, the right moment never comes. It's never perfect. So the key is to stop waiting for that perfect moment and instead choose to take action now. The decision to be successful starts with what you do today, what you commit to, and what you're willing to give up in order to get what you want. Success is about developing the right habits. It's about choosing to take responsibility for your own life and not waiting for someone or something to change your circumstances. You can sit back and hope things will get better, or you can take the reins, make a plan, and begin to work towards what you want. Success doesn't just fall into your lap. It's something you build through consistent effort, hard work, and the willingness to grow from every failure along the way. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your attitude. If you see success as something that happens to a lucky few, you'll never take the steps necessary to make it your reality. But if you see success as a choice, a series of decisions you make every day, you'll realize that you have the power to create it. It's your choice to do the work, to show up, to be disciplined, to stay focused, and to never settle for less than what you're capable of. So remember, success is not about chance, it's about choice. And every single day, you're choosing the direction your life will take. The question is, what choices are you making today? Consistency is the key. You can have all the talent in the world, all the knowledge, and all the ambition, but without consistency, none of it matters. You see, success isn't built on a few great moments or bursts of inspiration. It's built on the small, daily actions that you take over and over again, even when the excitement fades or when you're not seeing immediate results. It's the power of showing up, doing the work, and staying committed day after day. The truth is, most people expect success to come quickly. They start with enthusiasm only to lose momentum when they don't see instant results. But success is rarely an overnight phenomenon. It's the result of consistent effort over time. The people who achieve their goals are the ones who keep pushing forward. Even when things get tough or when the path isn't clear, they don't let the setbacks discourage them. Instead, they use those moments as fuel to stay consistent and keep moving forward. Think about it: when you commit to something and you do it consistently, you begin to build a rhythm. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every day. You follow the process, stick to the plan, and make progress, no matter how small it may seem. It's in those small, consistent efforts that compound over time to create significant change. Just like investing small amounts of money into a savings account over time leads to a large return, consistent effort in your personal or professional life leads to success. Consistency also builds character. It teaches you discipline, patience, and resilience. The more consistent you are, the more you prove to yourself that you can stick with something even when the going gets tough. You begin to trust in your ability to follow through, which builds your confidence. This confidence, in turn, fuels even greater consistency. It's a positive cycle, one that accelerates as you keep doing the work and seeing the results that come from your efforts. Most people want to take shortcuts, hoping for quick success, but those who understand the power of consistency know that the real secret to success is showing up, doing the work, and staying committed for the long haul. The journey may not always be glamorous, but it's those who are willing to be consistent, to put in the effort day after day, who find themselves standing at the finish line when everyone else has given up. So let me remind you, success is not about making grand, extraordinary moves once in a while. It's about the ordinary, consistent actions that you take every single day. It's the little things, done repeatedly, that will eventually lead to the big things. Stay consistent, and the results will speak for themselves. Discipline overcomes challenges. Challenges are a part of life. They're inevitable, unavoidable, and come in many forms, whether it's the obstacles that arise in your personal life, the difficulties you face at work, or the hurdles in your journey toward your goals. But here's the thing: challenges don't have to stop you. In fact, if you're disciplined, they can't stop you. Discipline is the ability to keep moving forward, even when things aren't easy. It's the commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when you'd rather do something else or when the path seems uncertain. Challenges can be tough, but discipline doesn't give in to them. Discipline shows up day after day, continuing the work despite setbacks, difficulties, or distractions. It's that unwavering commitment to your goals, regardless of the roadblocks in your way. Think about the greatest achievers. They didn't get to where they are by avoiding challenges. They faced them, sometimes head on, sometimes in unexpected ways. But the one thing they had was discipline. They didn't wait for things to get easy. They didn't stop when the going got tough. They knew that the real test of success wasn't in how they handled the easy times, but how they handled the difficult ones. When things are going smoothly, anyone can stay motivated. But what happens when the circumstances change? What happens when things go wrong? When you're met with obstacles you didn't anticipate? That's when discipline steps in. It doesn't let you make excuses. It doesn't let you give up. It reminds you that success isn't about having an easy ride. It's about persevering through the challenges and remaining focused on your long-term goals. The reality is, the more disciplined you become, the easier it is to face challenges. You don't get overwhelmed by them because you've built the habit of doing what needs to be done, no matter the situation. You've created a mindset that refuses to be swayed by temporary difficulties. That's the power of discipline. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. And let me tell you, life will challenge you. There will be times when it seems like everything is against you, when you question whether it's worth it, when you wonder if you're on the right path. But if you stay disciplined, you'll find that challenges aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. They are opportunities for growth, learning, and proving to yourself that you have what it takes to succeed no matter what. Discipline is the muscle you build that strengthens you in times of adversity. It's what allows you to keep going when others quit. And over time, you'll find that your challenges shrink, your obstacles become easier to navigate, and your success becomes inevitable. Discipline doesn't promise an easy journey, but it guarantees that you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. So when the challenges come, and they will, meet them with the strength of your discipline. It's the tool that will carry you through to success. Talent gets you noticed, but discipline gets you results. Talent is often seen as the golden ticket. It's what makes you stand out, what gives you that initial edge, and what may open doors for you. People will recognize your talent, they'll admire it, and you may even be given opportunities because of it. But here's the truth: talent, in and of itself, will only take you so far. It can get you attention, but it's discipline that will turn that attention into tangible results. Talent is like a spark. It's bright, it catches the eye, and it creates excitement. But a spark alone won't light a fire that lasts. Without discipline, that spark will quickly fizzle out. Talent, no matter how remarkable, requires a solid foundation of discipline to cultivate it and maximize its potential. Discipline is what takes that raw talent and transforms it into something powerful, something lasting. It's the work ethic, the routine, the commitment to consistent improvement that turns a naturally gifted individual into someone who achieves extraordinary results. When talent is coupled with discipline, that's when real success happens. Discipline is what keeps you focused, what pushes you to refine your skills, and what drives you to take action every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the force that ensures you show up, put in the effort, and continue to grow no matter how skilled you are. The most talented people in the world often find themselves plateauing or even losing momentum when they lack the discipline to keep going when the initial excitement fades. Think about it, there are plenty of talented individuals who have all the potential in the world, but they don't put in the necessary work to see results. They rely on their natural ability, and eventually that's not enough. But those who combine their talent with the discipline to keep improving, to keep pushing forward, are the ones who rise to the top. Discipline makes the difference between someone who is good and someone who is great. Talent may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going and ultimately what helps you finish strong. Talent may help you get the opportunity, but it's discipline that allows you to take full advantage of it. It's the difference between being a one-hit wonder and building a long-lasting, successful career. The disciplined individual isn't looking for shortcuts or easy wins. They're committed to putting in the work, mastering their craft, and consistently improving. They understand that talent is a gift, but discipline is a skill that can be developed and honed over time. If you want to stand out, yes, talent can get you noticed, but if you want to achieve success, if you want to turn that initial attention into meaningful, lasting results, you need discipline. Talent is the beginning, but discipline is what carries you to the finish line. So if you want to achieve greatness, don't rely solely on your natural ability. Commit to the discipline that will turn your talent into something extraordinary. Results come from the work you put in day after day, and that's where the real magic happens. The hard work will always outlast natural ability. Talent, in its raw form, is a gift. It's something you're born with, and it can give you an early advantage in life. But here's the reality: talent alone is never enough to guarantee success. Natural ability might get you noticed, it might give you a head start, but when the road gets tough, it's not talent that will carry you through, it's hard work. Hard work is what endures. It's the force that keeps you going when others have given up. Talent, however impressive, is limited. It's a finite resource that, without consistent effort and dedication, will eventually run out. Hard work, on the other hand, doesn't run out. It keeps building, compounding, and expanding. While talent may give you a quick start, it's the work you put in that defines how far you'll go. People who rely solely on their natural ability often plateau because they don't put in the necessary effort to push past that initial success. They get comfortable thinking that talent alone will carry them, but eventually the lack of hard work catches up with them. On the flip side, those who understand that success is the result of persistent effort will always outlast those who rest on their natural gifts. Hard work is what turns dreams into reality. It's what builds the muscle, the expertise, the resilience needed to succeed. It's what helps you overcome setbacks, stay focused on your goals, and continue improving when the initial excitement fades. The reality is, you will face challenges, roadblocks, and times when it feels like nothing is working in your favor. It's in these moments that talent becomes irrelevant. The person with the work ethic who refuses to quit, who continues to show up every day despite the obstacles, will always outperform the one who relies only on natural ability. Hard work is what gives you the grit to keep going when others have given up. It's what helps you develop new skills, refine your existing talents, and continue to grow. Over time, it's that commitment to hard work that creates mastery. It doesn't matter how much natural ability you start with. What matters is how much effort you're willing to put in to maximize that potential. When the hard work is done consistently, day in and day out, it becomes a habit. And habits create results. It's not about being gifted, it's about being relentless. It's about showing up every day and doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard. Even when it seems like the odds are stacked against you. Talent might make you good, but it's hard work that will make you great. So remember, natural ability might get you started, but it's the sweat, the persistence, and the discipline you put in day after day that will outlast it. Hard work will always take you farther than talent ever could. And in the end, it's the person who puts in the work, who doesn't quit, who stays consistent, that will achieve lasting success. Developing discipline is a learned skill. It's not something you're born with, and it's not something that magically appears one day. Discipline is a habit, a muscle that you must train and strengthen over time. It's the choice you make to stick to your commitments, to do what needs to be done, even when it's hard or when distractions tempt you to do otherwise. If you think discipline comes naturally to successful people, you're mistaken. What makes them different is their ability to cultivate and maintain discipline as a skill that supports their long-term vision. The truth is, in the beginning, discipline can feel like a struggle. It's not easy to stay focused when there are so many distractions around, when the results aren't immediate, or when you're tempted to take the easier route. But discipline doesn't work like that. It's not about doing the easy things, it's about choosing to do what's necessary, even when it's uncomfortable. It's the ability to say no to the things that don't matter, so you can say yes to the things that will bring you closer to your goals. The more you practice discipline, the more natural it becomes. Just like any skill, the more you apply it, the better you get. It's about making the decision to commit to your long-term goals and then following through on that commitment every day. That's what separates those who achieve success from those who don't. It's not that some people are naturally more disciplined than others, it's that they have learned to develop it through conscious effort and consistent practice. And the great news is, you can learn it too. To develop discipline, you first have to understand that it's about making choices. Every day, you'll be faced with decisions, and those decisions will determine whether or not you stick to your goals. You have to decide to act, even when you don't feel like it. You have to decide to do the work, even when it's hard. The more you make those decisions, the easier it becomes, and eventually they become automatic. You're no longer relying on motivation to get you through, you're relying on the discipline you've built over time. Discipline also comes with the understanding that there will be setbacks. There will be days when you slip up, when you don't follow through, and when you feel like giving up. That's normal. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is their ability to get back on track, to recommit, and to keep going. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Each time you fail, you learn, and that lesson strengthens your discipline. It's the act of getting up, dusting yourself off, and continuing the journey that builds the muscle of discipline. The key is consistency. You must be consistent in your efforts, even when you don't see immediate results. Discipline isn't about seeing instant rewards, it's about knowing that the results will come with time, with the steady accumulation of effort. It's about trusting the process and being committed to it, even when the rewards seem far off. Discipline is the foundation for success. It's what allows you to stay on track, to keep your focus, and to maintain the momentum you need to achieve your goals. And just like any skill, the more you develop it, the easier it becomes to rely on it. It becomes a part of who you are, shaping your actions and decisions without even thinking. So don't wait for discipline to show up by itself. Start developing it today, and you'll be amazed at how quickly it transforms your life. Success doesn't come overnight. If you're expecting success to happen quickly, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The truth is, success is a long-term game, and it's built on consistent, deliberate effort over time. There's no shortcut, no secret formula that will instantly make you successful. Success is the result of small, steady actions taken day after day, often in the face of challenges and setbacks. You've probably seen people who seem to have achieved success quickly, but let me tell you, what you're seeing is the result of years of preparation, hard work, and sacrifice that you didn't see. What appears to be overnight success is often the culmination of countless hours of effort that have gone largely unnoticed. Behind every successful person is a story of persistence, resilience, and dedication. They didn't wake up one day and suddenly have it all figured out. They put in the work when no one was watching. They stayed consistent even when progress was slow, even when results seemed far off. The reality is, success takes time. It's about planting seeds today that will grow into something meaningful tomorrow. Just like a farmer doesn't plant seeds and expect to harvest crops the next day, You can't expect instant results from the work you put in. It takes time for things to grow, for efforts to pay off, and for momentum to build. The most successful people understand that this process takes time, and they're willing to put in the work now to reap the rewards later. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting quick results. They start a new endeavor, put in a little effort, and when they don't see immediate success, they give up. They think this isn't working, or I'm not cut out for this. But the truth is, success isn't about instant gratification, it's about delayed gratification. It's about sticking with something, even when you don't see immediate returns, because you know that success is the result of sustained effort over time. When you understand this, you stop measuring success in weeks or months. You begin to think in terms of years, even decades. Success is about creating a vision for your future and staying committed to that vision, regardless of how long it takes to achieve it. The most successful people are the ones who understand this fundamental truth and are willing to keep going, no matter how many setbacks they encounter or how long it takes to see results. Success doesn't come to those who expect it to happen overnight. It comes to those who are willing to stay the course, put in the work, and remain patient. It's the slow and steady, the consistent efforts, the small improvements made every day that accumulate over time and lead to extraordinary results. So if you're serious about success, stop looking for shortcuts, stop expecting things to happen immediately, and embrace the journey. Trust the process, stay committed, and keep moving forward. Success will come, but only after you've put in the time and effort necessary to make it a reality. The power of discipline is in its consistency. It's not about doing something once in a while when you feel motivated. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and sticking to your commitments no matter how you feel. Motivation can be fleeting, it comes and goes. But discipline is what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades away. The real power of discipline lies in its ability to become a habit, something that is built into your daily routine, something you don't have to think twice about. You see, it's not the big, dramatic actions that lead to success, it's the small, consistent ones. A little bit of effort, done repeatedly over a long period of time, is what truly makes a difference. Success is the result of the things you do day in and day out, even when you don't see immediate results, even when the effort feels small or insignificant.